For politics, keep your fingers crossed because I know that's a, that's something that definitely is going to happen. It's something that I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking seriously service. I'm thinking I may not be running for political office or elective office. I may be working in the background, but I know for sure that I'll be definitely involved in politics. And well, if it comes into the issue of being running for elective office, well, why not? Arinze is actually my name because my mother is Igbo. My dad, my late dad's from Yoruba, Badagry. And so it's Segun Arinze. I know, Pardon. Yeah. Well, I do understand. I'm working on it because I didn't grow up there. But I speak the basic Yoruba that we do have, that which is generic in that area. But our main dialect is called Ogu. Some people call it Egu, but it's actually Ogu.
Oh, okay, so if I was to ask you to say, hi, my name is Segun Arinze, that's all.
It's not far from Yoruba. It's Nawe.
That's all.
Nawe is greeting. How are you? Hello, like saying Ekaleo or Shedada. I say Nawe. No, I didn't want to feature techno in the song. That came as a result of an interview just like this, and the journalist was asking me, or the interviewer was asking me if I was going to sing with the young stars, which amongst them would I like to, and I just said techno, and I don't know why they blew it out of proportion. It just before I knew it went viral, I said I wanted to do it with techno. No, I said I like this style of music, and I wouldn't mind. I mean, for crying out loud, you have Davido there, you have Whiskey there, are youngsters and all that. I said, well, who will I be most comfortable to quickly do something with? And I said, techno. Album came out in 1992. Dreams on Premium Music label. Then those days we used to have the likes of Alex O, Blackie, Mike Okri, Oris Willie Key, Rasky. All of us were on the same level, and of course Edmond Spice. I'm sure everybody remember Edmond Spice who used to sing "Sorry." It's all that you can say a rehash of Tracy Chapman, and then there was Emphasis, the rap group who actually started before Junior and Pretty. Yeah, they actually started rapping in Future before Junior and Pretty. So it's not a today thing. And then, of course, I remember that in 2005, 2006, I also released another single which I featured Two Face Idibia and Sonny Neji. And I also had a song that I also featured, Love Is Now, which I also featured uh, Mike RM, who was on it on alto sax. He was on the MTN chart for at that time for like 10, 12 weeks. So um, I still haven't stopped producing music. I still haven't stopped writing. I still do that in my spare time and all that. And particularly when I do jingles and when I'm working with youngsters in the studio. So the singing aspect of me is still there. It's just that I've not gone commercial again with it. But who knows? Something's in the offing I'm working on, and who knows? Looking back, I don't have any regrets. If I come back this way again, I'm still going to be the same thing I'm doing. Still be the actor that I am, still be the singer, still be the artist, still be the producer, director that I am. I like being what you call the arts kaleidoscope. That's what I like to be, the creative kaleidoscope. I just want to oscillate between all and try to perfect each as I go along. But I do not want to say I would have preferred to be a lawyer or be a doctor. I think I will way past that this kind of thinking. It was in the way past you asked me this kind of question. If you had asked me, I would be telling you probably will they wanted to be a naval officer because I was so crazy about the white and all that. For politics, keep your fingers crossed because I know that's a, um, that's something that definitely is going to happen. It
I
is.
would, I would hammer the because of music. But when politics was mentioned, you have to take time. You have to
No, it's something that I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking seriously service. I'm thinking I may not be running for political office or elective office. I may be working in the background, but I know for sure that I'll be definitely involved in politics. And well, if it comes into the issue of being running for elective office, well, why not? How do you fake a case? There are styles of wanting to fake of how you fake a case. I can't begin to tell you that, show you that here, but there are styles of how you make make a case. No, I can't show you. No, definitely not. Definitely not. But if I'm directing, I'll tell you how my case is done.
Oh, okay, okay. So let's say, for example, I would go.
Definitely, I can't kiss you. So so don't even go there. But the truth of the matter is, if it's good if both actors have very good chemistry. It makes your job easy. But when they do not have, you need to psych them up and build it up. Some are very shy. Some of the actors are very shy. Some of the guys are also very shy. It's how you handle. Some directors might ask everybody to leave and leave only the director of photography or the cameraman, as the case will be. So everybody leave. Then he talks to them and takes a shot. Because sometimes this scene you're talking about, you have the entire production crew, everybody behind watching you, from assistant director to cameraman to continuity to makeup artist to costume. Everybody's there, all watching, and their monitors right there, so they're all watching. So some of them might just get shy. But it depends on what the director wants. If the director really wants an intimate scene, wants very intimate scene, he might set the scene up and tell everybody leave, and then he takes a shot. So it's important for the actors to have the chemistry. And sometimes too, if some of the actors feel that you know, when it gets to orders and all that, they want to avoid all those kind of things. Yeah, it does happen sometimes. You might not want to. You might say, "Oh, this guy is so fine," and you find that it's offensive. What you're getting is offensive, or what they're getting from the female is offensive. You just have to find a way around it. No, okay. If we're going to talk about that, truly do have a real. I'm impressed with, of course, my darlings. Let me call them there. I'm going to break them into segments. Omotola, you can take it away. Genevieve, naturally, that's a given. That's a given. Richard Dominic, every time she keeps blowing me off. Every time she just blows me away. I've seen her play the lowest. I've seen her play the highest. I've seen her in roles, and she's powerful. She's fine, and I enjoy working with her. I enjoy working with Dominic. Um, there's this lady too who is strong but hasn't been really been given that nudge. Her name is Kate Effiong. She hasn't been. I'm praying for her that she'll make that break someday. There's Kate Effiong, Kate Henshaw, naturally. Kate Henshaw. From the old school, you find people, Mona Lisa Chinda and all that. Then let's come down to the younger. Jumbo has done also for herself. Uche Jumbo, what's her name again? See me struggling with the name. Amani, yeah, Amani is a natural. Amani has worked over time, so very comfortable now. Chioma Chukwuka's name I was trying to remember. Um, Decent, very decent actors. And when it comes to the younger ones, I look at the likes of Belinda Efar. I look at Cynthia Shalom, though she's growing. Um, who again is that? She just had a baby now. What's her name again? Fawale. Yvonne Jagade. Yvonne Jagade. Good. Very, very. She's actually very good. And Tana. Oh, that gets on fire. She's on fire. There are quite a few of the younger ones who I'm so impressed with that when they do get into it, when they get it, they swag. That's another another Muna Feli Feli. Yeah, they when they pick up. Please don't be offended if I do not mention it. I'm still trying to just remember the names, but for now, those are my picks. With the things that I've seen them do, I'm so impressed. There's one I worked with last week too. Was good mom Mona Lisa Omorodino, I think. Yeah, she's also good. She's also good. Quite a number of them like that who are very, very. Um, we're a country that keeps evolving. We're a country that has a lot of drama, very dramatic. We're a country that needs to have self belief. Um, every leader has his own, who will never be we've not been presided over by a female. So I would say all the male presidents that we've had have their strong points and have their weak points as well. But I'm not about to start mentioning which is strong, which is weak. But one other thing is that us as a people we need to rally round. We are a bit impatient, though they call us the happiest people on planet Earth. But sometimes we get impatient. We get impatient with our leaders, and it just doesn't work. I've been in a position where I had to lead a group of people, Actors Guild of Nigeria, and I've come to realize and understand that what leadership is all about. Um, you don't have it all. You don't know it all. And if you set up a bad team, you set yourself up for failure. Sometimes how would you even know if you're even setting up a bad team? Somebody looks very good and you think, okay, this person can do it for me, it can work for me. And by along the line you find out the person is not even pulling the weight. So what I would advise you as a leader is you get people together and they're not working, fire them and get the next. There's nothing to be ashamed about. Fire them. And as a leader, never be ashamed to say, "I'm sorry, I tried this, it didn't work. Let's try this." It doesn't take anything. It doesn't demean you. It takes nothing away from you as a leader. I did this. I tried this policy. It didn't work. It failed. We're sorry. It didn't work. We'll go back and try again. We'll do something else to try again. And so we find that you see because leadership, government is continuum. You come and try this. You move out. Next person comes. One other thing that I would say that I respect so much about the present president is one thing I really must give kudos to him is when he came in, he saw projects have been done down. He didn't push them aside and say, let me go start my own. He continued. That much, I give him so much respect for that, so much. What any other thing is happening around us and all that, I believe that we as a people should rally around and work very hard. We've seen politicians come and go, give us promises. Some promises fail before they even start. Some never come to fruition. A lot of things happen. But we're patient people, but we're very, very impatient people. But I think that if we do come down and say, let's support, give whoever our leader is at any point in time, give that person that support. And once you give that person that support, I think the person will be able to move ahead. And also, like I said, set up a good team. Your team is what makes you. Your team. If you have a bad team, too bad. And if you have bad policies, too bad. But I will not go castigating. I will not go condemning anybody. I will not go saying this thing or that because you never can tell. Tomorrow I might find myself in that position, and then the next thing they start hitting me, and you yourself too might find yourself in that position and they start hitting you. So whoever you think can lead you, go for the person, and let the person set up a good team and follow through with the policies. That's how it is for me.